Today's topic is the India Alliance, and you'll know why in just a moment, viewer. It is the biggest political bloc against the BJP, but it is fed up with the Congress party leading the charge and leading the alliance. This is not my opinion. It's happening out there in full public view. Without taking Rahul Gandhi's name explicitly, India Alliance parties, nearly all of them, are fed up of his brand of leadership and choice of issues. Inside and outside Parliament, right now, the India Alliance parties are involved in an open war over what ought to be debated first in the House. While every other member of the bloc believes it's a bad idea for the considerable political bandwidth of the India Alliance to be devoted solely to the Adani issue, the Rahul Congress is simply unwilling to have it any other way, which is why, from stickers on jackets to COVID masks to actual masks today of Modi and Adani in Parliament, as you can see in these pictures, the Congress appears to be mocking not just the Modi government, but even its own allies. So where does that leave the India Alliance? Well, formed as a united front to challenge the BJP's political dominance and ostensibly save democracy from khatra, the India Alliance now faces a defining moment. Murmurs for fresh alliance leadership have escalated into outright public demands by virtually every member of the alliance in light of the Congress party's abysmal performance in Haryana and Maharashtra. These defeats are not isolated events, viewer. They are symptomatic of a deeper problem within the Congress party, a problem that threatens to weigh down the alliance as it strives to present a credible alternative to the BJP for an endless cycle of elections that stretch before the country in the run-up to the next national fight in 2029. If you're wondering why Shiv is focusing once again on the opposition, it's because after the Lok Sabha results just a few months ago, there was every sense that democracy had been saved, that the opposition had created a more equitable structure in our political landscape that had been dominated for a decade by the Modi BJP. Well, it seems that all of that has simply evaporated after a few small state elections. One of the most glaring issues is the Congress party's refusal to introspect on these failures. In Haryana and then in Maharashtra, the Congress party has failed to read the political pulse, mobilize effectively, and address voter concerns. It has taken the numbers from the Lok Sabha election as a reason to simply stop repairing its organizational structure. Yet, instead of acknowledging all of these shortcomings, the Congress has consistently avoided accountability. This lack of self-reflection sends a clear signal to its allies. The party is unwilling or perhaps unable to change. For a coalition built on mutual strength and adaptability, this is an alarming flaw. After significant gains, like I just said, in the 2024 Lok Sabha election, the Congress had a real, meaningful, promising opportunity to rebuild its base and capitalize on that momentum. Instead, it has squandered that goodwill through complacency and lack of strategic vision. While other India Alliance members feel they've worked tirelessly to consolidate their positions, the Congress has been content to rest on its laurels, assuming that past successes will carry it forward. This miscalculation, viewer, has cost the alliance dearly in key states, eroding its credibility and morale. It has come to a point where India Alliance parties are flinching from what they see as a Congress curse. In which other situation would you see the Uddhav Thackeray's and the Sharad Pawar's and the Mamata Banerjee's and the Akhilesh Yadav's of the world have their parties take such direct potshots at the Congress party? You might think that Shiv Arur is tainted because he's been boycotted by the Congress since last year. But it isn't even me saying this. This is literally the India Alliance members who are calling for a leadership change. And this public upbraiding of the Congress is far from surprising and goes beyond the usual cracks in the coalition. Despite its repeated failures, the Congress continues to act as though it is entitled to lead the India Alliance. The sense of entitlement stems from its historical legacy as the nation's preeminent political party. However, history is not enough. to win elections or inspire confidence, and the Congress's sheer size is no longer able to carry its weight. The reality is that the Congress, with its current trajectory, is the weakest link in the coalition's efforts to take on the BJP directly. Leadership in the India alliance should be determined by effectiveness, not outdated prestige, seems to be the rationale for this public demand for a change in leadership, which basically is calling for Rahul Gandhi / Mallikarjun Kharge to step aside. Much of the Congress's strategic drift can be traced to Rahul Gandhi's leadership, however. While Gandhi has championed issues like crony capitalism, Adani, social justice, his focus often seems disconnected from the immediate concerns of the electorate. He holds aloft the constitution even in state elections, topics that resonate deeply with urban intellectuals and activists, like during the Lok Sabha election, frequently fail to strike a chord with rural and working class voters who are more concerned with issues like inflation, employment and local governance. The Congress's fixation on pet topics has alienated many allies who see them as a distraction from the coalition's larger goals. Just look at how the opposition parties are bickering openly over what ought to be debated first in Parliament this session. Each party is pulling in different directions, while the Congress appears unwilling to budge on its plan to stay stubbornly focused on the Adani issue, something the Congress's allies openly question the sense in. To the credit of Rahul Gandhi and the Congress party, they have refused to budge. They say, this is all we want debated first. It is therefore not surprising that several alliance partners are now calling for a reassessment of leadership. They recognize that the India alliance needs a new direction. They also recognize the importance of the Congress party, but they don't believe the Congress party any longer has the right to lead. One that is less reliant on a stagnant Congress and more focused on dynamic, results-oriented leadership is what they want. This shift is not about sidelining the Congress. It is about ensuring the survival and success of the alliance as a whole, they say. But the Congress, weighed down as it is by boss pleasers who'd rather hide the reality than risk having to be accountable themselves, are happy to rest on the laurels of 99 seats won in the Lok Sabha election, seeing that as a free pass. And when things don't quite work out, well, you can always blame the EVMs.
Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj ki.
The India bloc, united with the aim of stopping the Modi juggernaut in the run-up to the 2024 elections, is divided again. And this time, it's the issue of leadership that has split the allies. With Mamata Banerjee throwing a hat in the ring as a potential leader of the bloc, the TMC once again has renewed the call for the West Bengal Chief Minister to take charge.
She is very capable of leading the alliance. She was the one who formed the alliance. Who can give a challenge to Narendra Modi ji is Mamata Banerjee.
The chorus for Mamata Banerjee to lead the India alliance got louder after the Maharashtra Vikas Aghadi's absolute decimation in the state assembly elections. With Congress proving to be the weakest link once again, Shiv Sena Uddhav Thackeray faction and the NCP Sharad Pawar faction too are rooting for Mamata Banerjee now. RJD, on the other hand, has put forward Lalu Yadav's name.
बिहार में आरजेडी श्री तेजस्वी यादव जी नेतृत्व कर रहे हैं। ड्राइविंग सीट पर आरजेडी है और बिना आदरणीय लालू प्रसाद जी के बिहार में भाजपा के खिलाफ लड़ाई की कल्पना भी नहीं की जा सकती है।
Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge is the leader of the India bloc right now, but it's knives out for Rahul Gandhi too. Samajwadi Party leader Ram Gopal Yadav has questioned the Congress MP's credibility as a leader.
नहीं, राहुल गांधी तो अब भी इंडिया गठबंधन के नेता नहीं। राजनीति में कोई साधु संत तो बन के आते नहीं। सब पद चाहते हैं, चाहे लोकसभा का चुनाव हो, चाहे विधानसभा के चुनाव हो। कांग्रेस ने कहीं अच्छा परफॉर्म कर नहीं पाया। तो संभवतः ये लोगों में चर्चा रहती है कि हो सकता है कि नेतृत्व में परिवर्तन किया जाए। बिना गठबंधन के इन तिकड़मी लोगों को हराया नहीं जा सकता।
The Congress also finds itself isolated when it comes to the Adani row. Both the TMC and the SP stayed away from Congress's protest again on Monday.
We are not concerned about the downfall of Congress party or failure of the leadership of Sri Rahul Gandhi. The Congress party as well as the members of the India alliance, they have already told that Rahul Gandhi has failed in taking the alliance together or to lead the alliance.
Smarting after stopping the BJP juggernaut at 240 in the general elections, the recent reverses in Haryana and Maharashtra have widened the cracks in the opposition. Will these fault lines get bigger, or can these parties find common ground again? Bureau Report, India Today.
And the reason for the open demand for a shift in leadership of the India alliance from the Congress party and Rahul Gandhi to perhaps Mamata Banerjee, and there are many parties calling for Mamata Banerjee to take up the reins of the alliance, is also because of the Congress's track record in elections just this year. Take a look at this. In Maharashtra, it contested 101 seats and won a historically embarrassing 16 seats. It's got less MLAs now than it has MPs in Maharashtra. In Haryana, the Congress contested on 89 seats and won just 37 seats. In Jammu and Kashmir, contested on 38 seats and won 16, bringing down the overall tally of the India alliance there with the National Conference, even though it won and is in government now. A very bad performance there by the Congress party. In Jharkhand, a performance that was riding on the shoulders of the Jharkhand Mukti Morcha of Hemant Soren, contested on 30 seats and won only 16. So the Congress's strike rate this year after the Lok Sabha election has been abysmally poor, and that's the reason why you're seeing this big meltdown over a change in leadership in the India alliance. We've got some breaking news coming in now. And India Today's political bureau breaking the news that there will be a discussion in Lok Sabha on 75 years of the Constitution on the 13th and 14th of December. It promises to be a fiery debate because remember, Samvidhan Khatre Mein Hai is a war cry of the Congress party. Rahul Gandhi has made the Constitution and perceived threats to the Constitution a touchstone of his politics between last year and this year, and therefore the Constitution debate on the 13th and 14th of this month are going to be likely big flashpoints in Parliament. During the discussion, the Prime Minister Modi, will respond to the discussion in the Lok Sabha. The Defence Minister will be starting the debate. Amit Shah will also speak, so expect it to be a couple of days of very, very fiery proceedings in the Lok Sabha. Piyush Mishra live with me from Parliament for more on this. Piyush, the Samvidhan issue is a hot issue right now. It's been the at the centre of the big crossfire between the Congress and the BJP. 13th and 14th is going to be a big debate on the Constitution. You're going to have all the big guns speaking as well. I'm guessing Rahul Gandhi and perhaps even Priyanka will speak on this.
Most likely, Shiv, because what we are now learning is that the Prime Minister is going to reply to the debate on 75 years of Indian Constitution. Remember that this was the demand of various opposition political parties which they had raised during the meeting with Lok Sabha Speaker there at his chamber. So Lok Sabha Speaker had agreed to hold the discussion in Lok Sabha and also in Rajya Sabha. So we can expect politically charged Saturday, because this time the proceedings will take place on Saturday also. 13th is Friday, and on 14th Prime Minister is going to respond. So we can expect a fiery response from Prime Minister on Saturday of the next week. But we are also learning from our sources is that Home Minister Amit Shah is going to open the debate in Rajya Sabha on 16th of December. So it's going to be a fiery debate. Opposition is certainly going to make a lot of allegations on the government. On the other side, when Prime Minister will speak, he will certainly respond to all the allegations which will be raised by opposition in Lok Sabha, and Home Minister Amit Shah will be opening the debate in Rajya Sabha on 16th of December.
All right, so it's going to be a big few days in Parliament at that time. Both parties will be sharpening their knives. It's a big emotive issue as well, and we'll have to wait and see how battle-ready both will be for a war over the Constitution. Piyush, thanks very much for bringing that to us. We've got more breaking news coming in from Parliament now. And this is a news break pertaining to the no-confidence motion being moved against chairperson of the Rajya Sabha, that's Jagdeep Dhankar. The Congress is steering that no-confidence motion against Jagdeep Dhankar. The Trinamool, the Aam Aadmi Party, the Samajwadi Party and all other India Alliance leaders are on board backing this no-confidence motion against the Rajya Sabha chair, Jagdeep Dhankar. 70 signatures have already been acquired. So, Mausami Singh is live with us. Mausami, is this a symbolic protest, this no-confidence vote? What are the implications of this? What could happen?
Clearly, Shiv, the battle lines are drawn and, the final climax was that today, as the opposition walked into the house, in the House of Elders, the BJP MPs were out protesting, and one by one, in fact, the ruling party MPs, including the JDU, slammed the opposition, targeted the leaders of the Congress party. In fact, many of them named Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi, to which Kharge also, protested. And then you had JP Nadda, the leader of the House, making certain attacks at the Congress party and Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi. And then we had the chairman holding a meeting, but then the issue did not resolve. And as you said, of course, it's a symbolic protest to say that the opposition is not happy with the way the business is being conducted in the House of Elders. The chairman is biased, he is one-sided and is not giving the opposition a hearing, thereby, taking the attack to the doorstep of the ruling government.
All right, we'll keep a track of that. Mausami, thanks very much for making sense of that for us. So, Parliament politics is heating up, and how? Well, it isn't just about no-confidence motions and debates over the Constitution. It's what's happening now in Parliament that's squarely in the spotlight. In an apparent bid now to counter allegations of the Modi-Adani partnership, the BJP has drawn connections between Congress leaders Sonia Gandhi and Rahul with US billionaire George Soros. There was claims and counterclaims in the ongoing winter session of Parliament because of this issue. Here's what happened, in case you missed it. It was a stormy Parliament session on Monday with both the Congress and BJP training guns at each other. Philanthropist billionaire George Soros and his alleged links to Congress resonated in the Rajya Sabha, with the BJP taking the fight straight to Sonia Gandhi.
George Soros के फंडिंग प्रोसेस से जो फोरम्स और जो फाउंडेशन प्रोपोगेट करते हैं, उसको यहाँ पर कांग्रेस का वरिष्ठतम नेता उनको उठाता है, कांग्रेस टूल बन रही है।
लीडर ऑफ द हाउस बोले, उन्होंने जो बोले वो सरासर झूठ है और वो खुद गद्दारी करते हैं और ब्रिटिशों के साथ उनके एजेंट बनकर काम करते और देश के लिए इनका कोई कंट्रीब्यूशन नहीं।
The BJP claims that former Congress President Sonia Gandhi is associated with an organization financed by Soros, alleging that she was co-president of the Forum of the Democratic Leaders in Asia-Pacific Foundation. The BJP says that Sonia Gandhi was associated with an organization that has backed the idea of Kashmir as a separate nation, and that her chairmanship of the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation led to a partnership with the George Soros Foundation.
Whether it is Rahul Gandhi ji, Sonia Gandhi ji, or Shashi Tharoor ji, or anybody, I am not into any particular individual. What I am saying is, anybody found to be colliding with or working in tandem with anti-India elements must be countered unitedly by all political parties, in fact, every citizen of India.
Outside Parliament, the Congress is keeping up the heat on the Adani issue. The Congress led a protest against the Modi government, demanding a joint parliamentary probe into the Adani issue. Members of Parliament Manikam Tagore and Saptagiri Sankar Ulaka posed as Prime Minister Modi and Gautam Adani as leader of the opposition in the Lok Sabha, Rahul Gandhi, indulged in some mock grilling.
आजकल क्या हो रहा है भाई? मैं जो भी बोल रहा हूँ पार्लियामेंट क्यों नहीं चलने दे रहे हैं? हम सारे ऑपोजिशन को मतलब वो आदमी गायब है, ये बड़े सीरियस लग रहे हैं। कम बोलते हैं आजकल, थोड़ा टेंशन में है।
While the BJP has been accusing the Congress of hatching a conspiracy against India, the Congress has been countering with this cronyism charge.
कि जो कुछ घटनाएं जॉर्ज सोरेस, उनका ऑर्गेनाइजेशन और उनसे जुड़े हुए विदेशी संस्थान कर रहे हैं, वो भारत में अस्थिरता पैदा करने की एक देशद्रोह के समकक्ष साजिश है। अगर ऐसे लोगों के साथ आपका संबंध है तो मैं कांग्रेस के शीर्ष नेतृत्व से पूछना चाहता हूं, क्या आपका शीर्ष नेतृत्व देशद्रोहियों के साथ है?
This kind of diversionary tactics to save Adani is the story now. This past 3 days we can see that BJP don't want the parliament to function. They want the parliaments to be adjourned.
The United States has rejected the BJP's allegations that organizations funded by its State Department and elements in the American deep state were behind attempts to destabilize India. With Piyush Mishra in Delhi, Bureau Report, India Today. And the war of words in Parliament is only escalating. Here's the latest set in the crossfire between the Congress and the BJP, this time between Shashi Tharoor and Anurag Thakur. Take a look.
I find this is utterly ridiculous. I think the purpose of Parliament is to provide a forum for serious discussion of the people's issues and people's problems. And the government should understand that it is in their interest to let the opposition have its say, and then they can respond as appropriate. That's what Parliament's for. It's a deliberative forum. Allowing a situation to exist in which opposition wants to raise issues, they're not allowed to raise it. Government wants to then raise issues deliberately to provoke the opposition to this topic. This kind of thing is utterly reprehensible. And I honestly believe that we are doing our parliamentary democracy, indeed our democracy itself, a major disservice.
संसद नहीं चल पा रही। आज तीसरा हफ्ता है, हम देख रहे हैं आज फिर से, चाहे अडानी का मुद्दा हो, चाहे जॉर्ज सोरोस का मुद्दा हो, उस वजह से संसद नहीं चल पा रही है। क्या इसका समाधान है?
बड़ा सवाल ये खड़ा होता है कि विदेशी फंडिंग को लेकर जो गंभीर आरोप कांग्रेस के ऊपर लगे, उनके नेतृत्व पर लगे, उस पर वो पाक साफ नहीं आ रहे, कोई जवाब नहीं आ पा रहा। ये जो तार विदेशी फंडिंग के जुड़े हैं, आखिर ये रिश्ता क्या कहलाता है? और लोकतंत्र को कमजोर करने के लिए जो बार बार प्रयास होते हैं, उसमें हथियार के रूप में क्यों बन जाते हैं? और 140 करोड़ लोगों की आवाज को सदन के अंदर क्यों नहीं उठने दिया जाता? कौन सी मजबूरी है कांग्रेस पार्टी की कि सदन नहीं चलने देना? रेल मंत्री बोलना चाहते थे, जवाब नहीं देने की। क्या मजबूरी है और कौन मजबूर कर रहा है? क्या 140 करोड़ भारतीयों की आवाज सदन के अंदर नहीं सुनाई देनी चाहिए? क्या मुद्दे खत्म हो गए विपक्ष के पास?
पहले आप आरोप लगाते थे कि विपक्ष संसद नहीं चलने दे रहा, वो आरोप लगा रहे हैं कि सरकार ही नहीं चाहती संसद चले।
हम सारे सांसद वहीं बैठे, मंत्री जी रिप्लाई दे रहे हैं, लेकिन हल्ला करके अगर वेल में आओगे, हाउस ऑर्डर में नहीं होगा, तो मंत्री कहां से जवाब देंगे?
क्या सोरोस के मुद्दे पर आप लगातार ये मांग करते रहेंगे कि इस पर चर्चा हो सदन के अंदर?
इससे बड़ी बातें और भी हैं। ये तो कांग्रेस को जवाब देना है, वो इस पे जवाब दें, स्पष्टीकरण दें, क्यों नहीं देते?